Yo, what is going on, guys? This is Tom from PoorHim, and welcome back to a brand new video. Now, last video, guys, what we did was we went over tips and tricks part 1. Tips and tricks part 1 was sort of like the actual tip side of it. We went over sensitivity, we went over the music volume, we went over the announcer, we went over pretty much the controller, my settings, the sensitivity, how to aim better, and all of those things, those were tips. Now what we're going to be doing in this video is we're going to be going over the trick side of it, and what I mean by that is there's multiple tricks to this game that you can do. Most of them always have an alternative, so when I go into, for example, say drop shotting, there is going to be an alternative, and I will show you guys that, and I will tell you guys how to do that. And pretty much what you guys are going to be seeing in the background is you're going to be seeing a gameplay of Crossfire TDM. I'm going to be going over my class setup real quick. My class setup was the Lynx with Juggernaut, Bandolier, and Dead Silence, so I can listen for them. The only reason why I threw on Juggernaut was because they were sniping multiple games, and I sort of thought it was a 6-man team. So that is why I chose to run Juggernaut. So if they had to kill me, they had to hit me from the upper chest and above. So that is why I chose to run Juggernaut. The Lynx is a pretty good gun overall. I really do enjoy it. But with all that being said, guys, let's go ahead and hop into the trick side of this. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to be giving off 3 little tricks today, and we're going to be going over topic number 1, which is going to be drop shotting. So drop shotting is a really good trick. If you have a scuff, every person that owns a scuff always drop shots. The scuff is really worth it, just for the simple fact that you can drop shot really quick. You don't have to change your settings, and it is just outstanding what you can do with drop shot. Now, drop shot is when you're close to somebody and you immediately drop to the ground and you continue to shoot them. Now, when you guys are trying to do this on default, the reason why I can do this is because I have a scuff, like I said. If you guys are trying to do this on default, you're gonna have a really hard time aiming. Now, there's a ton of alternatives to do this. You can play Claw, for example. Claw is another alternative. I know Optic Scump plays Claw, so that is how he can drop shot on default. He doesn't even use a scuff, I don't believe. So that is one way that you can make that an alternative if you do not have a scuff. Another way is by going to your settings and going to the button layout, and it'll be called tactical. Now, if you guys do click on tactical, pretty much everything really doesn't get flipped. The only thing that gets flipped is your melee and crouch. So now, instead of your melee being the R3 button, it'll be circle, and instead of crouch being your circle, it'll be your R3 button. So that is also another alternative to do this. Now, why do people drop shot? The simple answer to why people drop shot is so people don't get shots on them. You guys will start seeing a lot of drop shotting when the World War II beta comes out. I will be streaming that, by the way, for you guys if you guys haven't known that. But drop shotting is one of those things where it is really important when you're playing boots on the ground, and you're just going to be seeing a ton of it. Now, why do people do it? It's so that they do not get hit. If you get hit, you're going to have to stay back, get healed, and a lot of people don't really expect you to do it. And that is why a lot of people do it. So, trick number 2. This is sort of the same exact thing, same method, just different scenario, and pretty much the other thing is going to be called jump shotting. Now, jump shotting is exactly how it sounds. You jump, you shoot, and you kill the guy. Now, why do people do this? Well, the weakest spot for you to get hit is on your legs. Now, already, if they're a good player, they're going to be aiming for your head most of the time. If they're a decent player, they're going to be aiming for your body. So when you jump, you're not going to get your head hit, and if they're a decent player, you're not going to get your body hit. So where the shots are going to go, if you're using an alternative for the body, it's going to go straight to your legs. Where's it going to go if they're aiming to the head? It's going to go to your body. So with that being said, you will have more of a chance to actually kill this player when you do these little tricks. And then the very last trick that I want to go over, and this is really key, guys. I like when I see people do this, because it just shows how much more knowledge they have of the game in certain situations. I see this all the time on Search and Destroy. There's a lot of good players that do play Search, and I learned this from a YouTuber way in the back, and this helped me to this day, and it just stuck in my head. So the last trick that I have for you guys today is pistols. Now, when you're using a gun that is weak damage, that is up close, and if you have a decent trigger finger, your pistol can kill these people way faster. I believe the Desert Eagle does like 50 damage, 45 damage up close, 50, somewhere in there. I got like a 2-tap in Crossfire when I was up on the stairs, so I'm pretty sure it does 50 damage each hit. If they have Juggernaut, I think it reduces it to like 45, so it's going to be 3 hits. So make sure that you guys do pay attention to that. Now, why is a pistol so important to this game? So, as you guys can see, I have an assault rifle. I had an assault rifle, and when I got into close range battles, I would immediately switch to my pistol, because the pistol, in my opinion, would kill way quicker than the actual assault rifle. So when I got in tight areas where the stairway goes up and in Crossfire, and that is just where I would use my pistol. The pistol really does shine in those areas, and I'd see a ton of people do not do this. Make sure that you guys do this, because it is just so helpful, and if you have a really fast trigger finger, it'll pay off so much. You guys can see me go off with the pistol multiple times in this video, and the pistol is just so important to me, and it makes things 10,000 times easier. So that is going to be the video, guys. If you guys did enjoy the video, make sure to drop it a like, and also subscribe to my channel if you guys aren't new. If you guys are enjoying this tips and tricks series, make sure to drop it a like, because I got way more tips and tricks where this all is coming from. So there's just multiple things that we can also keep jumping into, and I can break it down little by little for you guys even more. But with all that being said, guys, this has been Cod4 and if you guys want to see more, like I said, drop a like and we'll get these videos knocked out. But that is going to wrap up the video, guys. If you guys did enjoy, make sure to drop it a like and also subscribe to the channel if you guys aren't new. But with all of that being said, guys, this has been Cod4 and I'll see you guys in the next one. Later.
They call me